Hello, D for D. I'm Nick Colley, and today we're going to be looking at the amazing contributions the community has done over this past weekend for the hackathon. On the line right now with us, we've got Yulan and Jonathan. Yulan's going to be helping moderate this conversation about the showcase as I participated, Jonathan participated, and we may have a late join in just a few minutes to talk about another project as well. Yulan, the floor is yours.
So, hi, my name is Yulan, and Data for Democracy is a community of people from all over the world who are passionate about using data and technology to make an impact on our communities. And so as a tech community, we're committed to always learning and improving, whether it's on the projects we work on or the ways we come together. I really want to thank everyone who's participated and partnered with us throughout the weekend, as well as each organization who's partnered with us to help make an impact through community, collaboration, data, and technology. Our hackathon had locations all over the US and also in Brisbane, Australia. Speaking of locations, let's chat a bit about the weekend. So Nick, tell us where you were. John, tell us where you were.
Yeah, so I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we were working with Code for Charlotte on trying to figure out how can we start making impacts as citizens, both technologically and not, for social or economic mobility. Charlotte is one of the lowest in the nation for economic mobility. If you're born into poverty, you're most likely going to die there, and that's just not good. So we were looking at different data sets. There was a lot of great community projects came out of that, and they rocked on. We'll be posting a video on our YouTube channel that kind of recaps what they worked on, as well as other projects from the DPD community. So some amazing things from that.
Cool. Jonathan, how was it on your end?
No, it was great. It was great. I was here in Austin, Texas, and there was a great turnout. We had a great crowd. A bunch of folks from Open Austin showed up, which is our kind of Austin Code for America brigade. And we used the day kind of as a community building day to set up something that we think we're going to do on a regular basis, maybe more like once a month, to get people engaged both in local projects and then stuff happening around the country. So we had people working on all sorts of stuff, from like local data cleaning projects. There was one of the volunteers here built a really interesting map about affordable housing in Austin, which is a really pressing concern for the local community because the city grows so fast and people get kind of increasingly pushed further and further out from the city center, like residents who've lived here for a long time. And then also focused on some national and international stuff. We were looking at a group of accounts we thought were a botnet advocating for Texas secession and kind of trying to push the Texas governor to bring that to a vote. We assumed they were bots because of their behavior, but we actually worked with a producer from CNN who was here kind of doing some data journalism work with us, and discovered that it actually is real people, but kind of manipulating the system in an automated way. So it led to some really interesting discussions with a lot of the volunteers here about like, how do we want to do public discourse? What's the role of technology and automation in public discourse? How is that kind of manipulating the conversation? And where's the boundary between sort of fooling people or influencing people in an undue way or kind of an unfair way, and free speech? You know, is it free speech to write an algorithm that amplifies your voice louder than everybody else's? And so it was really fascinating. So we covered a lot of stuff here. Like I say, there was a great crowd. We ate a lot of pizza. We drank some beer, drank a lot of coffee, and I think it'll be a great ongoing collaboration between both us and Open Austin. Ongoing. So it was a really good turnout for civic tech and open data.
Awesome.
There was also some really cool things that happened in Louisville, Kentucky. The mayor showed up for the second time in a row to work with the local D4D group there, and they did an amazing collaboration. So we'll be having some post-ups from there as well. But it's pretty cool to have local civic engagement coming to our events.
Yeah, actually, I think the same thing happened. I don't think that the mayor of New York went to the New York City meetup, but I know that they were also focused on a lot of really cool locally focused projects. They have a great project kind of out of the New York D4D chapter that's focused on accessibility around the city. So how easy is it to get to different parts of the city with public transportation, sort of ride sharing type transportation, bike shares, all that kind of thing. So that's a really fascinating project. I think Boston has something kind of similar, but they're using it more to model like traffic fatalities. So I agree, like in cities around the country, there was really interesting work going on focused on stuff happening in and around the communities where the technologists are based. So I love that aspect of what folks are working on.
That's awesome. And we talked about a small sampling of the communities that were working on stuff this weekend. I also want you all to look to our YouTube channel where we'll be posting updates from different cities. Hopefully, so you can learn a little bit more about the specific projects that people were working on. So
remember to subscribe so you can stay up to date with the most recent community projects.
And we'll be making a playlist, right, for the hackathon?
That is correct.
Cool. So I guess with that, the hackathon is over, but I hope that the friendships and the ways that we come together and collaborate to participate in the lives of our communities continues, building these communities both online and in person. And then Nick, you have an announcement about the postmortem.
Yes, so with any of these type of events, we're very passionate about getting feedback from the communities to make sure that the events are working for you, that they're enabling you to be as awesome as possible. So we'll be doing that not this week, but the following Monday. So we are looking at the 9th. We'll be doing it at 7 p.m. for the Eastern folks and 9 p.m. for the Pacific folks. And for those that are not able to make those times, we'll have a survey available for the community to fill out as well. So we definitely want to get your feedback because we want to continue doing this. We're seeing a lot of great civic engagement. We're seeing a lot of great conversations coming out of this. And we want to continue that. We want to help foster that. So whatever we can do to make this better for you, please just give us that feedback.
And Nick, just a really quick clarification. Both of those times you gave are given in Eastern time, right?
That is correct.
Okay, great. So bookmark that time on your calendars. We look forward to hearing everything you all have to say. And I hope you all have a great weekend and go continue changing the world with data.
Have a good day, everybody.
Bye, y'all.